So here we have the Rotring or Red Ring mechanical pencil. This is the Rapid Pro Black 2.0 millimeter clutch pencil version of it. It comes in also in 0.5 and 0.7, or is it 0.9? I'll put on the screen what it is. But this is the 2mm version. I've had a Rotring 600 in 0.5 for a number of years now, and it's by far my favourite mechanical pencil. It's built very well. I haven't had any issues with it over the years. So I was confident going for a follow-up on this one. So they used to come in a triangle box, my 600 did, but they seem to have moved on their website over to square boxes. So we'll see that inside. So I've opened it up before, so it was just clipped in here, and I've unclipped it just to make it slightly easier to get out. Nothing else in the box apart from a little manual on how to use the pencil, but we know how to do that. So here we have the Rapid Pro 2mm and the 600 in 0.5 on top of it. They are roughly the same length. If I line them up, the Rapid Pro is slightly longer, so they're not identical. Say probably another half a centimetre possibly longer for the 2mm Rapid Pro as it is compared to 600. I haven't had any issues with that sort of length. If I grab a pencil for comparison, that is a roughly new HP standard pencil. So they are both shorter than a standard pencil, but they're long enough and they're nice to hold on the hand. I'll move out of the way. So here's a close-up look at it. It's all metal construction apart from the red ring, which I think is made out of plastic. It is a nice weight. I'd say it's heavier than the Rotring 600, so it's got more of a weight to it than the 600 does. 600 definitely feels lighter, but I wouldn't say it's heavy. I wouldn't say it's burdensome heavy. It feels nice in the hand. It does come with a lead in it from the factory. So let's have a quick look at this. So if you're not familiar with the Rotring pens or any sort of mechanical pencil for that matter, they are activated by the click button on the end. You click it and the lead advances, and if you press and hold down the lead button, you can move the lead in and out, so you can put it back in again. It feels reasonably nicely on the writing, the lead. It's probably something like an HB hardness of lead. It feels that sort of smoothness and coverage on the page. If you would like to switch the leads out, you can buy other 2mm leads from them themselves or from other people. I have a set of leads from Faber Castell. These are the Faber Castell. This is TK9071 as a product number. These are the 2mm 3B leads. They come in this lovely box, and you push down on this thing and then it pops out, and then the end falls down and you're left with just the leads. They're held in groups of 2, but they're all like in channels, so that they're held nicely. I've used a tiny bit, so that's why I flipped one round so it's pointed. So if I grab one of those out, so if I now pull out the lead from the mechanical pencil, so push down on the thing and then pull it all the way out. So you have the included lead on the top, and the Faber Castell on the bottom. Looking at it, it looks like the lead on the top is slightly thinner. I don't know whether that's an illusion or if it is actually thinner, but they both should be 2mm. Don't think I've got a micrometer down here to test it, but they both fit in the pencil nicely. So I'll put in the lead from Faber Castell to show you that works. So push down on the end and then feed the lead in. So now that new one's in. So let's move this out the way. So you can clearly see that this lead is softer, it's producing a more of a smoother, thicker line. I have used this lead, just did a bit of testing, but nothing major. So, but they both fit in the pencil just fine. So you can buy third parties, or you can buy this third party lead and use it in there. I've been pleased with their other products, so I thought this was a good one. One feature that this one has over my Rotring 60.5 is it includes a lead sharpening tool. So I'll zoom in and show you that. So the end of it pops off, and inside the end is a little sharpener for the lead. So obviously, before you pull the top off, push out the lead, otherwise you have no way of doing it afterwards because you need this as the plunger. So I've pushed it out a little bit. Yeah, we're getting more of a point. Yep. So back to a point again. As you can see here and throughout this demonstration, I seem to have made a mess with the sharpener function, so I don't know how often I would use it. I'd probably use a different sharpener function, or do it far away from your art. So do your sharpening and then clean everything up and then come back, because otherwise you're going to get dust and smudges everywhere, which ruins everything. So I don't think I'd use that function very often. I'd probably find a different tool, or if I need a sharp point, I would go for something like my Rotring, which is always sharp. I've mainly tidied up the mess I've just created, and my thoughts are now, unless you really want to have tons and tons of fine particles of whatever pencil you're using, I wouldn't use it. I'd either get a dedicated pencil sharpener for 2mm, which must exist in better forms than this, or do what I've just done and shade on 4 different sides, 90 degrees out from each other, and then that creates a sharp point, like a pyramid point, which you can use then to write with as a good starting point, and then obviously it wears down into more of a cone. So final thoughts. Do I think it's worth the money? Well, it is expensive for what it is, but my other one, the 600, which is good and it still works fine after years and years of use. So I don't think they're going to have an issue with like life cycle. I think they're reliable as a tool. It is heavier than the 600. So if you think the 600 is heavy, then this is heavier. So that might be not best for you. But I think the way it's nice in the hand, it doesn't feel. The 600 works well because it's a 0.5. I think being the weight it is makes it good for that. This feels heavier, but it is a heavier weight. So it feels more in line with what it actually weighs. Just for those people who want to know, how well does the Faber Castell 2mm erase? So here is a nice section, and then I'm using the Derwent Soft Art Eraser. This is quite thick paper, so I probably could use something more heavy duty, but I like this eraser. Yeah, so it does erase quite nicely. Obviously not as well as a thinner, lighter line would, but it does erase nicely.